Hi, I'm Matthew Hoelscher, founder of Parent Marriage Coaching and creator of the Emotionally Connected Couples Coaching Program. I'm doing a series on masculinity in marriage, and today we're going to talk about how to be the man when she makes more money. In another video, I talked about how to handle being the man when you're the primary breadwinner, but in this case, because 60% of women are now taking over the college degrees, and over half of women are now the primary breadwinners in the family or marriage. So if you're in one of these situations, you as a man need to know how to claim your masculinity and keep your confidence, even if your wife is the primary breadwinner. Right? The first one is kind of a general rule of thumb, and I call it pay the rent. Just like when you got engaged, you didn't know how much money you should spend on an engagement ring, and they tell you, 3 times your salary is kind of a good amount that you should be saving for and investing to show the woman you love just how much you love her. You're showing your effort through hard work, turning that into money and turning that into diamond to put on her ring, and a little bit in commission for the diamond salesperson. So it's a general rule of thumb, but I like to say pay the rent as a general rule of thumb, that if you're not making enough money to at least cover the rent of your apartment or the mortgage on your house, you need to step up your game. Now there may be certain short-term exemptions from that, like if you're going back to school or you've had a disability that you're working through. Look, I get it. We both have to take care of each other from time to time. That's the whole benefit of being in marriage. But overall, you need to pay the rent. So figure out what that is and make sure you're contributing at least that much to the household income and the household expenses. Number 2, take out the trash. Look, you need to share the household responsibilities. You may even have more of the household responsibilities than your wife. That also needs to be discussed, taken into account, and balanced. But the number one thing, and I don't really care if you're the primary breadwinner or not, you need to take out the trash. And you don't need to let it pile up until the lid won't quite close, because that's what I used to do. I hated taking out the trash. I did the dishes, I did laundry, I swept the floors before I took out the trash. And it wasn't until it finally got through my thick skull that my wife feels loved when I see if the lid's even 50% full. I bag it up and I take it out and I make sure the cans are on the curb. She's happy. So, especially if you're not the primary breadwinner, make sure you're taking out the trash. Never let it overfull. In fact, if it's 70% full, just take it out anyway. In fact, after you watch this video, just go take it out, because if you're not aware of it, it's probably already overfulling. All right, number 3, take care of the cars. Women hate dealing with the cars. Now they can. They can buy them, they can sell them, and they can get an oil change, but for the most part, unless your woman gets a real thrill out of negotiation and is really into cars, most of them aren't, so take care of it. Look, you don't have to be an oil monkey. I can't change the oil in my car, but I take care of buying, selling, and all the vehicle maintenance. When she comes home and says, "Oh, the tire light's on my car, honey," look, I want to use feminism to my advantage and say, look, you're a feminist woman, you go to the gas station, you drop in a quarter, and you put some air in the tires. Every woman hates that. As a man, she will feel so loved when she can simply say, my check engine light's on, the tire pressure light's on, will you help me out with that? And you take the car to the gas station and take care of it. You get out the air pump and you deal with it in your way. But you tell your wife, honey, I love you. I will jump up right on that and take care of it for you. Number 4, be a great lover and be an attentive lover. I wrote down in my bullet point, I didn't want to swear in here, but you really need to, your wife. And I mean that. Like, you cannot be a passive, meek lover. If she is out in the primary breadwinner, she is competing with other men, she's in a male-dominated world, she's got to compete, she's got to control her feelings and her emotions. You need to be there as her sounding board. You need to be able to listen to her emotionally, and you need to remind her that she's a woman with needs and wants and desires. And as a general rule of thumb, people that are in control all day in their daily life really want to be out of control and submit and be taken care of, pampered, and pleasured when it comes to sensuality and lovemaking. So if you're being meek, if you're asking her questions, if you're just like, do you want to do it tonight? Or giving her the old elbow once you're already in bed without doing anything else besides that point, she's not happy and you're going to be on my couch really soon. So make sure you take good care of your wife sexually, and she will love you and still feel that connection with you, and it won't be about the money. Number 5, play with your kids. I'm amazed at the number of men, whether they're the primary breadwinner or not, that still ignore their family and don't spend enough time with their kids. You spending time with your kids is the number one thing that she finds sexy and attractive about you. It shows that you're committed to the family, and that if you have a great relationship with the kids, it gives her purpose. It makes her happy. She's working long, hard hours to make that money, and as long as you care about the family and the kids, it makes it all worthwhile. Because just like you would move mountains for her, she will move mountains for you, as long as there is purpose and meaning, and as long as the kids are benefiting from it. So, this has been how to be the man when she makes more money. Pay the rent. Take out the trash. Take care of the cars. Make love to your wife, but not soft, with conviction. And play with your kids. If you do those things, you'll have a very happy marriage, even if she makes more money than you do. I'm Matt Hoelscher, founder of Parent Marriage Coaching and creator of the Emotionally Connected Couples Coaching Program. I look forward to coaching with you soon.